I said earlier that maybe every time we do a recording, we've got to pick at least a player and talk about trading them, yeah, because that's always good fun, right? So here's a bit of fun facts here, and you might pick this, right? You might pick this. Okay, this is a lottery player in his third season now, averaging 6.8 points a game, just under 4 rebounds, less than assists. Okay, and he's playing about 12 minutes a game now. Okay, and I think he should be traded because he reminds me of Hashim Thabit. Yeah, do you remember that kid? Yeah, that kid bounced
Yeah.
around. He was a high lottery pick, and his career never panned out because he never lived up to the potential that he was. And I don't know. You want to have a guess at the player I'm talking about?
So this is clearly from the 2020 draft, and unfortunately, many people could fit this bill. Um, I'm going to go with Patrick Williams.
Dude, I'm just talking about James Wiseman. All right,
Oh, okay.
James
Yeah. Look,
James
I thought it
Wiseman.
was too obvious.
James Wiseman is the most obvious candidate at the moment that simply needs a new home. Okay. I actually really like this kid. Okay. I think he probably can have a longer career. Let's give him, say, the props of, say, Mo Bamba, who just got an extension with the Magic here. Yeah, I think another 4 years or so. And hey, he got paid. That's what I'm trying to say. He's going to be in the league a little bit longer. Yeah, unless some CBA agreement comes out and then you can waive another player and stretch provision, that sort of stuff again. All right. He's going to be in the NBA for several more years. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. So I think James Wiseman could do that. So he doesn't have to be the next Hashim Thabit. But if he stays with the Warriors, okay, I think that's the path he's going to go down. All right, and I think he needs a new home. I think he needs a change of scenery. I don't think he's ever going to be that franchise center that the Warriors had hoped he would be when they took him at number two.
Well, I think franchise center is probably a dangerous thing to draft for these days, right? So the Suns, this is definitely a take I want to do in the future, but the Suns need to reflect on the Ayton over Luca pick, right?
What's there to
Not
reflect? That's a
because
no-brainer. There's nothing to reflect. You stuffed that up.
it's more, you know, it's more they picked a center because they viewed Devin Booker as our primary ball handler, right? And maybe even at that point, there were conversations to get in a Chris Paul, right? Those are potential conversations they had around draft night while they're building their team. But they picked a center because they felt, along with the wisdom that the league has held onto for a very long time, that when you have a talented big in the lottery, you take them as high as possible. And that's what the Warriors did, right? So Anthony Edwards comes off the board. I wonder, right, if Ant Edwards wasn't number one pick as well, do the Warriors still go with James Wiseman? And I reckon they do because they felt like they wanted a big because that's an area of thing and they would like to try their best with him. So where does James Wiseman's career go? I agree with you. I think the fit is bad. Just like sometimes the fit can be really good for a player's career, I think the fit is bad. The Warriors actually don't probably need a center, and they definitely proved that by winning a championship without him. They don't need a center to do much more than really role play in their offense. So James Wiseman probably has backup, like solid backup minutes to solid starter minutes potential. I don't know if he's a franchise player either, but the Warriors is not the right team for that. So yeah, I can see him getting traded, and I'm surprised the Warriors probably haven't done it already. But I would say that then that's reflective of the fact that his stock has taken such a hit. And I think anybody who's willing to poach him off the Warriors kind of understands that he's viewed and potentially is a project right now. We're not giving up assets for a player like this. So, I think he's just as likely to stay put as he is to move. But the Warriors could let his money just run out and not re-sign him and probably still be just as fine as trading for the second round pick and the obscure role player they'll get for him at this point.
Yeah, look, I guess I don't think the Warriors going to extend him. Okay, it probably makes no sense. I think if they extended him, they would be looking to extend him and then swing him for something. But that's something, like you said, his stock is at a all-time low at the moment. Um, the fact he can't earn minutes with the Warriors, and there's reasons about that, I guess, including the fact that they're champions, looking to go back-to-back champions, as much as that seems extremely unlikely and shaky potentially right now at this point of the season. That he's just not going to get the chance there, and then until like Steph Curry retires, or Draymond leaves the Warriors or something like that, which is again highly improbable, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, especially in the next few years, Wiseman needs a change of scenery. So look, all these Wiseman fans, man, jump on board here, and let's he needs to get somewhere else, I think. And yeah, look, I don't know, and I think the Warriors taking a discount on what they ultimately paid for him, which was a second pick in the draft there. That's inevitable. That's what happens when you pick the wrong player.
Yeah, well, that draft in general, right? Just a bit of a nightmare with COVID. Wiseman played 3 games at Memphis, really. So I don't think anybody got their scouting right. I think that draft is probably one of the few drafts that everyone unanimously can't agree on, and they get a different rotation based on who's picking where. Um, but yeah, definitely, he might be gone in a week's time. We don't know. I mean, trade deadline is slowly creeping up. We finally saw something happen with Rui, so that's another lottery pick that someone gave up on. So maybe it's his turn.
Yo, this is Two Guys with Spare Time. I'm Faz, this is Nick. You're probably a basketball fan like us, so hopefully you can throw us an assist and giving our viewer a like and subscribing to our channel.
And if you got thoughts, feelings, or even some suggestions, please put them down in the comment section below. And thank you for using your spare time to watch us in our spare time.